Hi, my name is Dr. Delia Glisset Toledo. I am a board certified psychiatrist practicing in the state of Florida. I am a holistic psychiatrist, a Jungian psychiatrist, and I have incorporated alternative methods of healing to my practice for 30 years. And I'm going to talk today about the full moon in Libra that is awaiting us this weekend. It is a very interesting full moon because it's the closing of a cycle that has started about a year and a half ago with the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. And it's been all about recalibrating our relationships and understanding us versus me, and understanding, especially if you're a giver and you've always been a giver, how to balance those relationships. So this full moon on the 12th is really a line in the sand. It's the last one of this cycle, and it wraps up what we have learned. It is about balance in your relationships. It's about asserting yourself in your relationships. And because it's a third conjunction of Venus, who is going to station and go direct after that full moon on Saturday, which is a great thing because it's been retrograde for a long time, and it's done three conjunctions with Saturn, which means being very serious about decisions and commitments that we have to make in terms of our relationships at this point. So aside from being a line in the sand, this full moon is also a crossroads. It will have you sit down and really consider if you're gonna commit and move forward with a deeper commitment to certain relationships, jobs, habits, and timelines, or if you're gonna stay where you are. So this is a weekend for hard decisions. It's also a crossroad. This moon also has another interesting aspect, which is that opposite that full moon is the sun in conjunction with Chiron. Chiron is a wound that in Aries specifically, both are 23 degrees. The full moon at 23 degrees of Libra, and the opposition with the sun conjunct Chiron at 23 degrees of Aries. It's about the wounded self, in the sense of the times that you were told you were too much, the times you were dismissed, and the times you were silenced. So it also has to do with a decision about what is the cost of is how do we surrender to these energies and this new vibration that we're trying to embody. It is very important for us to realize that part of this recalibration or this new self that we are letting emerge, because basically that's what we are doing, is more in alignment with our original soul's vibration. And the way I've come to understand this is like when we come into the world, we come as pure energy, a pure vibration. And as life happens and we start repressing part of ourselves, which is that Chiron wound that we're trying to heal, we start to repress parts of ourselves that are too much, too loud, too intense, too whatever it is that was not allowed in your, family. And those repressed parts are really what become the shadow. In those repressed parts, there's a lot of talent and creativity that you have pushed back, and right now they're working against you because they're parts of yourself that are seeking attention, so they come out in a way that can be negative for you, obviously. Like, they're not consciously being used, so they're repressed, they're angry, they're gonna come out in certain ways. So this is an opportunity for you to look at all that. I read recently that authenticity is a higher vibration than love, and I've been meditating a lot on that, and I've come to realize there's a lot of truth in that, because authenticity is really self-love. How can you be authentic if you don't love all parts of yourself? So yeah, it's self-love. There's no way to love someone else if you're not loving yourself first. So part of the work we have all been doing, and I've been doing it this too. This is why I'm doing these videos. I wouldn't have done these videos before, because for me there was a lot of shame growing up related to intelligence and on my ability to communicate and to be The way, I mean, my personality was not something that was really liked in my, when I grew up. So I've had to do a lot of work to be here doing this too. I've been healing too. Everybody's healing. So take this opportunity. It's a crossroads for you to choose. Are you going to commit to that new vibration and that embodiment of that new vibration, or are you not? This is your opportunity to do that. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend.